Hello, my crafty friends. Come on in, come on in. I was supposed to get on earlier, but I fell asleep. I had to take a nap. I have been so busy these last few days that it has been like nonstop. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go live. I'm going to go ahead and go live and get on to um, this glorious YouTube channel and get some things done. So I am here tonight. Let me see. Let me find my other project. Here tonight to work on a few things, and I have some market prep that I'm trying to work on as well. I like to put my little stuff in little bags. So some of the items that I have for my market prep, I'm going to have to start getting ready for inventory, which is counting what type of items I'm going to be taking with me and um, getting them tagged or getting the display prices ready. So here's a few things. I'm going to put these on Instagram. I have it loaded on Instagram, but it's not ready to go yet. So I've been working on these cute little keychain. I guess you can use it iPad, iPod, iPod, little purses. They're real cute, simple, works up fast. So I just made just a handful of them. I didn't make too many. I have one in brown and one in this blue. So I have 3 of those. And then I have the other one's like a little coin purse. And this one again, I found these cute buttons on Amazon. They have red, they have blue, pearl. I just love them. And this is a cute little bag. Put your little coins in it. You know, if you ever going to Aldi's or something, or you just need some coins. I know they're getting rid of the pennies, so you don't have to worry about pennies. But if you like to collect pennies, you know, sometimes when they're laying around, there's this superstition that believe that I don't know how it goes, but something about someone, an angel, or someone that's thinking about you that's passed away. I don't get into all that personally, being a believer, but it's a little something that people do. So I have the red, blue, and then a brown one. So that's finished. And I am working on a crochet pillow. It is burgundy, cranberry, and it's a really cute pattern, simple stitch. But with this, I need to make sure that it is 12 inches. So like I said, I'm not going to be on long tonight. I just wanted to kind of hold my spot on Tuesdays. I wanted to get on here, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to lay down. It's been hot, and with it being so hot out here, it makes for makes it kind of an interesting drive. Because if your car is sitting still too long, that air is not going anywhere. I thought I'm looking for my little tool. I may have taken it downstairs. But I'm going to crochet a little bit on this. But before I do that, I'm going to show you my yarn. It came, they say from Turkey. I bought some yarn because I have another order that I'm going to be working on. And it is I'm going to be making some more crochet wallets. So here it is. So I got all the colors, but I haven't opened it yet. But I'm going to open it right now. Being careful not to cut the yarn. It's one of my favorite yarns. I think, and so I wanted to make sure I got this. I love working with this yarn when it comes to making wallets. and everything. Want to be careful. I have to show you. I have some of the colors, but I didn't have all of it because my beautiful customer, she has specific colors, and I was glad I was able to find some. You guys have to excuse my hair. I've been wearing my hair in a ponytail these last few days. It's been too hot. My hair looks like it's big hair. So let's open this. And the UPS guy, when he brought this, he just like dropped it. I'm like, what is that he's dropping? Because I wasn't home and my camera picked him up. I'm like, what is he dropping on my porch like that? Has he lost his mind? And when I got home, it was this. I was like, you ought to be glad it's yarn, buddy. If it was anything else, I don't know. So I've been I changed companies over the last. See, I guess they said I've been there. They said I've been there 30 days, but I don't feel like it. So I changed companies. I really like this company that I'm with now. I wish I would have found them a long time ago, but you never, timing is everything. So I've been trying to get things done with that, and I have a little group that I meet with, and we've been meeting, and I've been enjoying them, trying to prepare the lessons because I teach a little bit on the side, not crochet, outside of crochet, but so my life has been really busy along with everything else. We're supposed to be getting storms in on tonight. Okay, I'm taking my time with this. Get to see the surprise. You guys get to see it with me. You watch the replay. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that notification so you know the next time I go live. I'm going to try. If I don't go live, I'm going to just make sure that if I don't go live, make sure I have some type of video. So here it is. The macrame yarn. Let me make sure. This is the red. I needed more red because they have quite a few red in regards to the various wallets. I don't know how much. I'm going to test it this time. I think I still have some red left from the last yarn, but I didn't want to run out, because this yarn being shipped from Turkey, and I didn't want to run out and then have to wait. But they shipped really, really fast. I was very, very pleased. So this is green, forest green. There it is. So I needed a couple of wallets and forest green. It looks darker than the last one. Oh, weird. I have to line it up with something I already have. But that's the forest green. And then I have two of the reds. And I'll just show you one of them. And as you can see, it's a size 3, but it's a 2 millimeter. And this is in the brand Scentsy. It can be kind of pricey, but I love this kind of yarn. I really do. It also can be hard on the hand when you're working with it, not like cotton. So I'm gonna put this over here, and I'll show you the other ones. I want to see. It said peacock. Really, the one color that they wanted was turquoise. So I said, let me see if peacock would substitute for turquoise. And let's see. I think think it will. Let's see. I wanted to get this color. They wanted an earth tone. I have some already, and I have a brown, but I wanted to get this color. I think this one is called, where are you? I don't see the color of this one. Isn't it wow? But I think it's called Nude. See, it's made in Turkey. I think this one is called Nude, but the person wanted an earth tone, so I thought that might be a good one. This one is Peacock. I remember that. Oh, that is gorgeous. I think she's gonna love this. This is as close to turquoise I can get. I think this is gorgeous. I think that'll really be suffice. Unless, they say turquoise and it's all different types of turquoise. There's this lighter type turquoise and then there's this medium. But I got it nevertheless. And then there's a blue one. I have a denim blue, but I said, you know what? I want to see what the navy blue is like. See, that is navy blue. That's not bad either. But I think I'm going to stick with the denim for now. That could be, I may do a wallet for a male wallet. And then I think I have white, but I just to be on the safe side, I went on and got another white. So isn't that gorgeous? I love Scentsy. Scentsy has got like a shine and a richness to the yarn. And this person that where I got it from, they ship so very, very fast. So I have some work to be doing with that. But I'm almost finished with this pillow, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the pillow. I've been working on the pillow whenever we're driving or something. Not me driving, but whenever my husband is driving, I tend to take that with me. And I guess we haven't been going in many places. So here it is. I'm going to be working on this for a little bit up here. I don't normally come up here this late. Nothing wrong with coming up here. Let me move that back some. Find my measuring tape. I have a little pillow downstairs and it is 12 by 12. So right now I am at, it's 10. It's 10 inches when I fold it in half. And yeah, by 12. So the pillow should fit right inside of it. I decided not to do it in more than one piece. I'm keeping it just like this. This is perfect. And so my guess is, let me see how many inches would be per row. I would need 2 of these little rows in order to make an inch. And right now I am at about 10 inches. Getting really close to 11. So I'm going to say, let me show you what I mean by that. These ridges. 2 of these ridges is about an inch. Let me make sure. I think 2 of those ridges is an inch. When you become a crochet artist or teacher, you learn how to talk to yourself. So about 2 of these is about an inch, and I'm at 10. Hello. So I'm working on this a little bit late tonight, but I wanted to get on. I've been running, trying to get life. Life has been so wonderful, keeping me busy. So I'm going to go ahead and just work on a few rows. I don't know. Angela, did you get a chance to see the yarns I got? I'll show it one more time for you. I did a yarn haul, and I have some wallets. I have an order for quite a few wallets. And the beauty of this customer, she doesn't necessarily, she's not in a rush to get it, which is great because I have an event coming up. I need to start inventorying my items. So this is from Scentsy. I ordered this turkey Scentsy yarn. This is one of my favorite yarns. This is nude. And then she wanted an earth tone. I have a brown, just in case she didn't like that. And she wanted turquoise, so I have peacock. I love that color. That's peacock. And then she wanted blue. I have denim. Thank you. I have denim, but I decided to try the navy. This is a navy. And I feel like if nothing else, I can maybe make for Father's Day, make a male wallet. My husband already has a wallet, but I may put it on Etsy or something. And then I have a white. But this yarn is so rich. And it's made in Turkey. So I had to have it shipped. You might be able to find it. I haven't tried Amazon or anything, but you might be able to find it on there. But I just wanted to make sure I got my order. And she wanted more than one green. So I got 2 emerald greens. It looks a little bit darker, but I need to check. I think I have some of this left with the other one. But I had 2 emerald greens. And I think they had some other beautiful colors. And then she wanted like several reds, because I have already sold her a couple. So there's a red. I got 2 of these. And I'm going to be working on, I had created a pattern. I need to release it. You know, we end up getting overwhelmed. Look, my name means Deborah, and it's the bee. My name means the bee. That's why you see the little bumblebee. I'm always busy doing something, buzzing around, trying to stay focused. But I promise you, I can keep myself busy. So I have that. And then I made some for the market that's coming up in about a month, less than a month. I made some keychains, little simple keychains. Hold on. If my internet goes out, hold on. It'll come back. We're supposed to be getting storms tonight. Hold on. If my internet goes out, it's not faithful to nobody. So here's this kind. This one is big enough for a, what are they, iPod? Or you can put your coins in it. It has these holes because it's a granny square, like 2 granny squares put together. So that I need to start inventorying my items for this upcoming event. I have lots of chickens. So I have you on here. I brought them upstairs. I have all kinds of chickens, little ones. I think she wanted another chicken, but there's a red. I have a bag full of them. I'm not even gonna take them all out. I finally mastered it. Okay, so I had done this one. That's a big one. Then I did this one. So I'm gonna show you the sizes. Look, isn't that funny? But I learned how. And then she wanted a brown one, so I had Himalayan yarn. So this one turned out little compared to. Look at the sizes. Mama bear is right here. Papa bear, baby chick. So they're different sizes. But I learned that if I do underhand, it makes them all about this size. So I kept experimenting with them, because when I sent her order, I didn't want them to be all different sizes. I needed them to be one particular size. So when I finally figured out, if you do overhand, they turn out bigger. If you do underhand, they're about the same size. So see, they're about the same size. This one is baby yarn, but this one isn't. But if you do them underhanded and keep their tension, so I have a bag full of chickens that I need to inventory. And for this event, they wanted us. They didn't want us to. They just said if you want to do a giveaway, they're doing some giveaways. You can put your little business card on it. So I'm gonna give them a chicken. And when I do the chickens, I like to put them in little nice little bags. So I need to bring all my inventory together and start labeling them, putting price tags on them, and putting them in a spreadsheet. And getting them ready, because I'm always waiting until the last minute. And then I'm up to 2 in the morning. It's the family, the chicken family. So I don't, this time I'm going to try to be a little bit more prepared. I don't like to be not prepared. It's like, I don't like being up, the nervous energy. You're up to 2, 3 in the morning, and then you get there. And if it's not busy, you sit still and you start getting sleepy. So this is just a one-day event that's coming up. But this stitch is basically a single and a half double. Makes this really cute pattern. So I'm just going to be, like I say, I've been up here for a little bit. I don't want to be up here too long. I wanted to get on earlier, and I fell asleep. I needed that nap. It's been hot kind of here in St. Louis. Not St. Louis. Girl, I'm not in St. Louis. My family's from St. Louis. They weren't really affected by them tornadoes, but it tore up North St. Louis really bad. I'm here in Memphis. Might as well be St. Louis. They both can be, certain parts of it can be really rough. So, but to see them brick homes demolished like that was just amazing. Growing up, we used to always be faced with storms. I remember one day it stormed real bad, and we came home and we had a weeping willow tree in front of our front yard, and it just knocked it over. But we never had tornadoes just like rip through the area and tear bricks like that. Bricks, 2-story homes. I miss the basements. I wish we had them here in Memphis, but they don't. Some homes, some parts of Memphis do have. I've worked at this place that had a basement. It was really a mansion. I worked in a mansion, believe it or not. And they converted it into, they couldn't really change the features or anything. They had to make it where if they ever needed to convert it back to a home in Midtown, they could do that. But they had a basement. And the maintenance went down there, but I'm not going down there. The place already was kind of creepy. I really enjoyed working there. People would, let me tell you, life would be great if it wasn't for the people. Yes, pick up your hook again. Pick it up. It is so many wonderful things you can do with crochet. My little niece, my older niece, she learned how to crochet. She said I taught her how, but she's just a fast learner anyway. If I can get her to stay focused and really try to learn some of the basics and go to some of these markets, she's good. She does hair. She does her own hair. Put all that blue in the grid and braids in it. And she did my hair once. She's just really gifted, creative. And then my younger niece, she's into the computers. Super smart. Both of them. Yes, pick up your hook. I normally try to get on between what is it, 6:30 and 7. But tonight I couldn't get myself up. But now that I'm up, I said, let me come up here because I normally don't like to come up here at night, even though I'm up some nights. But I said, I have got to get on. I posted a little tutorial, not a tutorial, it was a review. But it's nothing like getting going on live. It kind of puts you in this rhythm of staying focused. My thing is, I need to really make sure that I can commit. These storms have been just off the chain. If I can't commit to a live, I'm going to still try to post something right about on Tuesdays. I want to just keep my schedule. I have so many different things going on in my life. I need to just really, that's why I have to kind of allocate certain things to certain times in the week. Because I don't know, it gets quiet over here. Out here. Nobody moving. My neighbors across the street are moving. They may be up. But I don't know. It's just too quiet up here. I like to be where the noise is. And I don't want to put on I could put on something to listen to, but then I end up staying longer than I need to. Oh, do you do lives? You need to, yes. And if you do, let me know. I'll come and watch you. It'd be great. Because these lives, they help you, stay focused. They really do. I was looking at some people's lives and before I got on. And this one guy, he was doing looks like he was digging out pearls in an oyster. And I was like, oh, is that how it's done? Gross. But I guess that's life. You just never know. We only see the beauty of it. We don't see the process of what it takes to get a real pearl in place. Just like I think to myself, I said, I'm a city girl. I don't know. And my husband, he's a country. And I'm like, something happened. I don't know if I can survive eating no live chicken. I would have to, I'm used to it being in the package already. I wouldn't want to have to go through the other. I would probably starve. I went to out of the country once, and they brought this goat, and they was like, "Hey, yay, yay!" And they was like celebrating. I don't know what all they were saying, but they came and they brought us some food, and I guess I don't know if it was actually the goat. I was like, "Oh no!" I looked into the little goat's eyes. I'm not eating it. I barely can eat chicken. We went to a chicken coop, and going inside, all them chickens were just, I felt like they were talking to me like, help me, help me. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't, I was like, oh no. It took me a minute to eat chicken again because I felt like they were crying out for help. And I know it's human. I know it's life, but I don't know. Maybe I'm extra sensitive. Go, yes. I had some, and when I was in school, I had some friends, they were from Kenya. And when they graduated, they had a live goat that they killed and they ate. They said, you want some goat? Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope I don't offend you and your culture. But no. Thank you. Especially when I know it's live. No can do. And I think I don't even know. I've never had it. Don't want it. I'm not really, to be truthful, I'm not a big meat eater. Give me the breads. Give me the donuts. Give me the carbs. Give me the rice. I think I can live off of that. Give me vegetables, corn, the wrong thing, which is probably the wrong thing. I like tuna, but I don't really like it. I don't know. I guess I'm just weird. Maybe I don't know. He said your dad had a friend had a hog, and yeah, and then he was cooking it. I had a yes. Growing up, I had my babysitter. She lived next door to us. She was from Hungarian. She was Hungarian, and she had a chicken. She's like, look at the chicken. Next thing you know, she's wringing the chicken's neck and boiling it and making some soup. I'm so glad she didn't offer us any. I'm glad it was a weekend. I think it was a weekend. No. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. If I had to, I guess I just have to be really, 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 really hungry. But if we ever had a famine, I just have to put me some flour and sugar away so I can have my cookies. And in Kenya, they had something called chapatis, which is made out of flour, egg, little sugar, into like a little tortilla. Best thing you ever want to eat. Oh my gosh. When I was a student, that's all I had was chapati and coffee for breakfast. And they had this tea that was to die for. Oh my gosh. It was, I don't know what it was, but it had milk and cream in it. It was just the best tea ever. I love that tea. They when I was a student, I never had to worry about being hungry. They were just it was really a blessing to have um the Kenyans. You can always, they had this belief that they didn't know if they were entertaining angels unaware. So if you came, they always like to give you something to drink or something to eat. And if you didn't, they kind of, it would offend them. But I didn't mind that tea that they had. I was like, knock, 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 knock. I'm here. Give me some tea. So they were wonderful. It's really wonderful. For the first year that I was a student, I was away from home. It was just great to be able to have that kind of family type, community type situation. Always great. I don't know where they are now. I kind of lost track once they graduated and left me. But they were some beautiful people. So I promise I wasn't gonna stay on long. I may try to get back. I'm supposed to storm tonight. I don't know what time it's gonna start. And it's supposed to be some more storms. We have weather is just going wild all over the nation. It's going buck naked wild. Somebody said Mother Nature is having some, maybe she having menopause or something, but she's not happy with nobody right now. I think the Weather Channel's on, and she was in Texas and in Kansas and Oklahoma today. So, and she tore up my hometown, St. Louis, and she tries to get Memphis a lot. And some people think Memphis got a bubble over it, but it's like, no, we see storm, we pray. We don't play. We get on our knees. If you don't ever believe in Jesus, you're going to believe when them storms come. Because I'm telling you, nobody wants to be without electricity or anything. I'm not saying that, it's on always work, because, everybody's got their appointed time. Oh, you are so lucky. You are so lucky. But you get snow, don't you? You get a lot of snow up in New Jersey. I don't miss the snow in Missouri. I used to kind of like it because the people will be off the streets. But now, so many people have moved to St. Louis. They go from St. Louis to Memphis, Memphis to St. Louis sometimes. Everybody's migrated from somewhere. Yes, see, everybody's migrated from some place. And so when you see all kinds of things happening, today I went out to Oakland, Tennessee. Oakland is about 25, 30 minutes from here. No, yeah. From not really from the city. I'm gonna say from Lakeland. Lakeland is not too far from Cordova, Germantown. They all kind of together. But you know, you're out here in Memphis, and they don't want to be called Memphis. They want to be called by their suburb names. They want to be called, oh, I live in Bartlett. Oh, I live in Cordova. Oh, I live in Cordova is part of Memphis. Oh, I live in Collierville. Oh, I live in Germantown. I live in Lakeland. And then you have the Oakland people. And they are, I want to say, from like the Cordova area to Oakland is about 25 minutes. It's a straight shot. You're going 55, 65. And then when you get in the heart of Oakland, it goes down to about 45. But I was out there today and it was like, I don't want to live out here. We had a real estate agent that tried to get us to move out there. And it was this home. It was kind of cute, but it was right across from the big water tower that was out there. She said, oh, your water bill be cheap. But I was like, I could see, it looked like they had some flooding or something, because you could see the little wall where it looked like a watermark. It's like, oh no, it's too far. Because at the time I worked downtown, and she said, oh, you just pop on the interstate and just get there. I'm not doing all that. Do you know Memphis Interstate at 8 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning is nothing to play with. So you don't want to add on any extra time than you have to. So, because people get angry because you're the one that's running late. You know, I'm trying to be safe. But I did not miss working downtown at all. Nope, I did not. Yeah, see, I did not. I did not. I worked right across from, I guess, Region 1. There was like it's like a hospital where people from Arkansas come. Must be, I don't know if it's low, I don't want to say low income, but it's kind of like where everybody goes that's in Arkansas. Arkansas doesn't have as many hospitals. Memphis don't have a lot of hospitals, but they come across the bridge to Region 1. Mississippi comes to Region 1. The prison system will bring their people to Region 1. And when Morgan Freeman had that accident in Mississippi, they flew him in on a helicopter to Region 1. They're supposed to be well known for trauma, one of the best trauma hospitals in the area. But I would see those helicopters and I would just pray when I heard them coming across. I'm like, I don't know who's on that helicopter. So Morgan Freeman, I sent some prayers up for you on that day. If he may never watch it, who knows? But I don't miss being down there. They would pay you longevity pay to work downtown because it was hard working downtown. It wasn't a bad job necessarily, but it just can be challenging, especially when you see the prisoners coming. You're like, please don't escape, Mr. Prisoner. But all the hospitals are like clustered right in the downtown area. And I'm like, that is just so weird. Maybe it's not weird. I know they have other hospitals kind of scattered throughout the city, but most of them is right downtown. And I think this because where I worked where the medical center, where the students were training to be doctors and therapists and all that. So I guess maybe some of the people were their guinea pigs. Whew. Don't miss it. Don't miss it at all. I don't miss the interstate. I think the driving was probably the worst part. Not so much the job, even dealing with the people that's down there. Sometimes the people will be on wheelchairs. I, I'm just telling them the truth. So if Memphis don't like it, too bad. But people be on them wheelchairs, driving down, riding down the road like they were cars. You know what? That would be great. You really should. You really should if you can, because it's not. You only have your family for a short while, especially if they're older parents. My mom, she passed away in 2022, and I was contemplating going back to Missouri to live. Um, but I had before I can really make that decision, she had already passed away. I was gonna, just kind of go back there and find a job. They have lots of jobs compared to Memphis. Nice paying jobs compared to Memphis. Lots of opportunities compared to Memphis because St. Louis is more like a teaching center, because I being in the field of education, they have a lot more educational schools all over the city. Here we don't have that many schools. They have some, but it's like Southwest, it's like in Millington, it may be downtown, but at the same time, it's still Southwest, the community college. Where in St. Louis, you have 3 or 4 community colleges. They have like one major university here called University of Memphis. Where in St. Louis, you got Washington University, St. Louis University. You had all these different universities around and about. And I kind of missed the teaching city. But my dad, he passed away years before my mom. But if I had a chance, I would definitely, if I were you, just start looking and making the preparations, prepare. And then God will open the door for you. Let me measure this because I don't want to have to frog it. I'm trying to get this to be 12 inches. It works up really fast. So I got to start prepping for my event, but I have so much stuff already made that I just need to I have 1 more inch. It's probably about 2 more rows. I have so much stuff already made that I probably won't do too much more. I wanted to make some mermaids, and I wanted to make some things for some little boys, some little things. I have I made a Spider-Man. He's not finished. I need to put on his eyes. The eyes are you buy these patterns, and I found out it was made out of felt, and I'm like, now I got to figure out how to do a slanted felt eye. That's when I get stuck, and that's when it just kind of sits there. But otherwise, he's pretty much finished. I may give him to my little nephew. He loves Spider-Man. You can toss him and throw him around. And then I'll make another one. Because you can get one pattern. Uh-oh. Hold on. I thought I thought it was cut on. See what happens when you don't charge up your computer, when you don't pay attention. I am not going to be on here long. I may not even keep this one up. I am grateful to StreamYard, who holds my spot. Let's see if it comes back up for a little bit. Oh, I am so grateful for StreamYard. Let me call it a night. And up here, it's almost 11 o'clock. Are you there? Did I lose you? I didn't realize my computer was not charging. And I may get off in about, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this row. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I didn't bring my water up here. It's kind of toasty. This hat is getting on my nerves. It's getting... Just acting silly now. But it is kind of toasty up here. I think it's because of this light. So I need to be better prepared. But I'm going to call it night because it's almost 11 o'clock. It's 10:44 p.m. Central Standard Time on a beautiful Tuesday night that may be about to storm. I haven't been up here all week. I'm trying to get it organized. It's starting to look a lot nicer. But I'm going to go ahead and pop off of this computer, finish this last row, and I'm going to wrap this ball, measure it one more time, and then wrap the rest of it into a little ball if I have reached my capacity of 12 inches so that I can put my little pillow in it. And maybe I will do an Instagram of the finished piece. So be sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notification. I will try to get back on next week, or I will try to get on earlier. We'll see. But turn on your notifications. I may also, we'll see how the week turns out. We're supposed to be getting more storms. So if it's not real bad, I will try to get back on and start working on some market prep. And I will just share with you. We'll work together. You can bring your project and I will work on putting some price tags on these and getting my display signs. And we can just kind of work on, and I'll share with you how I'm getting prepared for my market that's coming up in about a month, less than a month. Talk to you soon. Bye. Keep creating, keep crocheting.